This is the story of my first season as a semi-professional footballer.
The journey begins. So what is the journey? I want to realise my potential in football. I want to see what happens when I fully commit myself to something and to see how it feels to be able to say I couldn't have done any more.
Saturday game comes around. Yeah, it went pretty well. The coach was really impressed, said after the game it was magic. And then he called me later in the day, said did really well and they're keen to sign me, which is kind of nuts. Pretty cool to be signed and play at the semi-professional level, make that step from amateur to semi-professional, and then just keep going on the journey of striving to reach my footballing potential. It's the 21st of August and just had my competitive debut for Lisburn Distillery 2 days ago. Came on after 60 minutes at right wing back and did pretty well. Feeling good, had some nice plays and had a couple of team trainings. For like whatever reason, my touch and just like my awareness just seemed to be really crap. Like, am I even good at football? Like, it's just in moments like that. I think it's really important to remind myself of this one thing, and that is process is greater than the outcome. 30th of August, so it's first competitive start for Lisburn Distillery, which is cool. Let's hope that this works.
Probably should have controlled it here, but kind of just let it run and then a bit of space at the back post. Yeet! I gotta go. I send this guy a yeet, and then I send myself a yeet.
They're favourites for the league, so getting a really convincing win against them is a big statement. Waking up at your normalish time and then getting to bed early the following night if you feel like you're not rested enough. So that is my late night kickoff routine.
No point talking to him, he hasn't got a mind of his own to change.
And I probably think practicing wall volleys has maybe had the biggest impact in my game. Left back's coming over, but then he's getting sucked in. Oh, lots of space to meet. Oh yes, let's go. Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Last 16 of the Bet McLean Cup, we're playing Ballymena United. So we're at Ballymena, did a little shimmy and then whipped a dangerous cross in. We almost scored. The team spirit is like a little bit low. Just trying to keep the momentum going. So big day for the Whites. On a personal note, I didn't play, so that was a disappointing side of the weekend. However, after the game, I got in my work. You just don't know where the roller coaster's going to go from here, and so that's why you have a choice. You can either ride the roller coaster or you can observe the roller coaster, and that's why I choose to observe the roller coaster. I could just call manager a numpty for not seeing how I could help the team. I don't have that reaction. The reaction that I do have is to look at yourself rather than look at other people, like look at the manager and think what he could do differently. In short, I can't control that. Realised that I wasn't doing well enough in matches. I've reduced the intensity and volume of my lifting. A couple of months of meh performances, and as a result, I've lost my starting position.
So sad.
Taken a bit of a step back with lifting. As a result, I've been way sharper in training, and I'm not sure if I expected it to happen so soon, but I got my starting position back.
Yay!
What was going on? Maybe my manager's reaction. She's shouting a good bit up because there'll be teammates, coaches, people that, whether accidentally or on purpose, try to bring you out of your optimal mindset for performance. So that's something that I have to consider and keep working on. Their right winger if I fell asleep, but in the end it didn't really matter. I came off after about 50 minutes, and where you're really going to improve your life is looking at yourself and taking control of the things that are within your control. Warm Point Town in the league just before Christmas. Coming into the game, we knew it was going to be a hard game. They were undefeated in the league. The big man does it again. Joe Tully, what a free kick. It's a beauty. And so yeah, we're 1-0 up to one of our other guys, and he volleys it in. 3-1 to the Whites.
The problem that I was running into with football is that I was sore, so applied the Firas Zahabi principles of consistency over intensity. And what's cool is that it's kind of had the exact impact that I wanted it to have.
A great success!
There's 14 teams in the league, which is the 3rd division, Northern Irish football. We are currently 11th.
So I texted my manager on Friday night, am I playing for the reserves? And he said, no, I'm 50-50 to start tomorrow, and that I'd been excellent in training. So that was really pleasing to hear, because I'd made changes to have that effect and be fresher and be better in training so that I could earn my starting position back, and it seemed like it's had the desired effect, which is pretty cool.
Minor ankle sprain, swollen and bruised bruise. It was a bit purple. So I really haven't been up to much training or matches.
4-3 to the Whites. Got the win. It was a great result. Things have been a little bit of a struggle since then. We had to forfeit the match. So it's currently sitting 10th in the league.
And to finish off the session in style, a final high kick into control. Make sure to get those scans right and left so you know if a defender's coming up behind you. Clean control into top bins, finish. Aish.
Under the Friday night lights, we were playing Ballymacash. So it leaves the league table looking like this. 11th place. Got 30 minutes on the game yesterday. Able to touch my head to my toe on both sides now, and ended up finishing in 9th. Got a couple of results. Last few games of the season. Last game of the season, I played 90 minutes. I didn't feel good physically at all, but still my effort was great, my attitude was great. I actually had a pretty good game, but yeah, ended up losing 3-2. That was kind of our season as a whole. A bit of puff and not a lot of fluff. I don't know if that's the phrase, but we'll roll with it. Encouraged coming into this pre-season. Excited to share the rest of the journey with you guys and the lessons and the knowledge that I learned along the way, in the hopes that it helps you on your journey. Until the next video, squad, see you later.